Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, and this is Laxmikanth audiobook series, and we are going to start with chapter 5 part 2. So it starts with evolution of states and union territories, integration of princely states. At the time of independence, India comprised two categories of political units, namely British province under the direct rule of British government and princely states under the rule of native princes but subjected to the paramountcy of British Crown. The Indian Independence Act 1947 created two independent and separate dominions of India and Pakistan and gave three options to the princely states with joining India, joining Pakistan and remaining independent. Of the 552 princely states situated within the geographical boundary of India, 549 joined India and remaining three, Hyderabad, Junagadh, Kashmir, refused to join India. However, in course of time they were also integrated with India, Hyderabad by the means of police actions, Junagadh by the means of referendum, and Kashmir by the instrument of succession. In 1950, the constitution contained fourfold classification of the states and territories of Indian Union: Part A, Part B, Part C states and Part D territories. In all they numbered 29. Part A states comprised 9 erstwhile governor provinces of British India. Part B states consisted of 9 erstwhile princely states with legislatures. Part C states consisted of erstwhile Chief Commissioners provinces of British India and some of the erstwhile provinces. The Part C states, in all 10 in number, were centrally administered. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands were kept as solitary Part D territories. Third Commission and JVP Committee. The integration of princely states with the rest of India has purely an ad hoc arrangement. There has been a demand from different regions, particularly South India, for reorganization of states on linguistic basis. Accordingly, in June 1948, the Government of India appointed Linguistic Provinces Commission under the chairmanship of S.K. Dhar to examine the feasibility of this. The Commission submitted its report in December 1948 and recommended the reorganization of state on the basis of administrative convenience rather than linguistic factor. This created such resentment and led to appointment of another Linguistic Provinces Committee by the Congress in December 1948 itself. To examine the whole question afresh, it constituted of Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel and Pattabhi Sitaramaiah, and hence was popularly known as JVP Committee. It submitted its report in April 1949 and formally rejected language as the basis of reorganization of states. However, in October 1953, the Government of India was forced to create the first linguistic state, known as Andhra State, by separating the Telugu-speaking areas from the Madras. This followed a prolonged popular agitation and the death of Pochi Sirumallu, a congressperson of standing, after 56 days hunger strike for the cause. Fazil Ali Commission. The creation of Andhra State intensified the demand from other regions for creation of states on linguistic basis. This forced the Government of India to appoint in December 1953 a three-member States Reorganization Commission under the chairmanship of Fazil Ali to re-examine the whole question. Its other two members were K. M. Panikkar and H. N. Khunzro. It submitted its report in September 1955 and broadly accepted the language as the basis of reorganization of states, but it rejected the theory of one language, one state. Its view was that the unity of India should be regarded as the primary consideration in any redrawing of the country's political units. It identified four major factors that can be taken into account in any scheme of reorganization of state. First, preservation and strengthening of unity and security of country. Second, linguistic and cultural homogeneity. Third, financial, economic and administrative considerations, planning and promotions of the welfare of the people in each state as well as the nation as a whole. The Commission suggested the abolition of fourfold classification of states and territories under the original constitution and creation of 16 states and 3 centrally administered territories. The Government of India accepted these recommendations with certain modifications by the State Reorganization Act 1956 and the 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956. The distinction between Part A and Part B states were done away with, and Part C states were abolished. Some of them were merged with adjacent states and some were designated as union territories. As a result, 14 states and 6 union territories were created on November 1, 1956. The State Reorganization Act 1956 established the new state of Kerala by merging the Travancore, Cochin state with the Malabar district of Madras state and the Kasaragode of South Canara, Dakshina Kannada. It merged the Telugu speaking areas of the Hyderabad state with